We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Lions have recovered. So that a nightmarish start to a football game as they give the ball away on the opening kickoff.
And they put their defense in a bind right away. They have to go into protect mode.
Ready?
On first down, they'll run with the Wangu. Brought down at the 20.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Here's Swift. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as and not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. So here are the Panthers under head coach Matt Rule. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That one is caught by Hunt. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
First play's a run with Nwangu. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback. They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Lions at 6-5 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you talk about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
11 yards there and a Lion first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on a skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Brandon Cooks from 3 yards out. And the Lions have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 17 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Swings this out for Hunt. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing, but in this case.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Taken in at the 22. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but game like this, everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a flat, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game. Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Patterson's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And
anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And Detroit back in possession of the football. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here. A long way to go. On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of the defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Right side to Williams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. From the gun, here's Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
This path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Williams again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And this has no chance. It's no good. Well, wide to the left.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On second down, right back to Hunt. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. The Panthers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. That would give running right, Nwangu. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
Well, that's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Now let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. That pass caught. It's Williams. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. For one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Touchdown! Jamison Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And no reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we have reached past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. But Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. He can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp.
Ready.
Back to throw now on first down. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 62 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down the middle. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get. Keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. They'll look to throw. This is Chenault on the receiving end. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 7.
I'm not lying.
A give right side now to Hunt. Oh, look at the juke. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run again with Hunt. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll set up a throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Patterson's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So it was 4th and 1. They wind up taking the 3. I'm not sure that offensive unit, judging by the sideline, Charles, was in 100% agreement with the decision.
No, not at all. But the head coach has final call on this. We know that. But let's face it, offenses want to feel like, hey, you believe in us? Let us go for it. We'll see if that is a problem for them moving forward in this game.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 30, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Handoff right side to Wangu. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw it over his head as this game progresses.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Let's go down.
19 yards. First down, Detroit.
Handoff here to Nwangu. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
And the Lions first down.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Nwangu going to get it on the counter. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Up the middle, it's Williams. And 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kene Nwangu, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Carolina getting set to take the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. There's Tremble, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Here we
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
Just for baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now back to throw. Over the middle, he's got Chenault. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll look to throw again. It's caught. It's Chenault again. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Panthers. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
113 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Let's play now, baby. Let's play. Play a little aggressive, baby. Set, punt.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know they practice for this.
Come on, set.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football.
Okay, ready?
On the give is Nwangu. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun. We got to be big time now.
They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers. Go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blues, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know.